Yeah, it totally makes sense. And I'm honestly, to prove your point further, I'm a little surprised at some of the things you've said thus far, in terms of how much risk I know it puts you at. In doing this podcast, like, I'll transparently admit that I'm, like, a lot of people don't share the full truth, because I do full research, you know? And you're one of the few people who does, at least gives hints, you know? Our last episode, I don't know if you recall this, but I asked you if you knew who was really in power, would you say it? And you kind of paused a bit, but Tristan said it, you know? And that was the first time I'd ever heard anything about this certain thing going on. But I do want to ask you, all the hate I'm seeing is people are saying you sold Sneako out, saying that Sneako was the person who played the song in the club. And I thought that was a little out of character for you, but with everything you've just said, having been through a lot, it's just kind of like, let me avoid another tragedy.
Yeah. The problem with talking about...
Yeah, but the problem between these two, Sneako and Andrew, is they had, when originally Sneako, because Sneako, that whole red pill movement, he was sort of learning it as, because this is the thing with Sneako, of being a content creator since he was young. He's sort of, you're seeing in real time someone being affected by the counterculture that he wanted to be a part of, because he was also somebody against that entire feminist movement. So now you're seeing somebody who's like, oh, this is a counterculture that I can sort of understand, and I want to dive deeper into this. So Myron and the Fresh and Fit crew had taken Sneako to go see Andrew Tate out in Romania. Now, Tate didn't really mess with Sneako like that at first, but then he eventually sort of decided to take him under his wing, and then Sneako was learning about the whole red pill movement, and then this is also how I was able to discover Sneako's red pill content. So we can start off by saying that, okay, they didn't like each other, but eventually they sort of started fighting on the same team. And then there was a fallout recently where they were beefing, they didn't like each other, all these things. And this was all because Sneako was talking about Andrew being a sellout and being, you know what I mean, writing for the wrong team, he's not a freedom fighter anymore, blah, 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 blah. And then this Miami situation was sort of like the Avengers reuniting, the beefs being squashed, all that. And then that one incident made everybody crumble once again. Whether it was Sneako, whether it was Myron who played the song, doesn't matter. Like Jack said, it's slightly out of character for Andrew to go around, be jumping on these podcasts, being like, this guy, this person did, this person did. You should have realistically, you should have thrown no one under the bus and said, hey, this song just happened to be played. I don't know who played it, but it's not something that I'm affiliated with.
Him is he likes it because he needs it for his stream. So he's going to take this clip and he's going to sit on his stream to his few viewers and he's going to make a big deal of it. First things first, I don't think I sold him out, and I'll tell you why. Firstly, he hasn't been my friend for a very long time. He's not my boy. He's not like Tristan. You know, I hung out with him years ago when he was emulating me, trying to be me, desperately. I made his career by speaking to him. Otherwise, he would have stayed a nobody forever. Instead of showing me thanks for that, he started, every time I wouldn't reply to his texts, go on stream and cry in some way and complain about me. It was very bitchy. It was very weird. Like, he'd beg to be my friend one side and then do a stream insulting me the next side. Back and forth, anything for views. Very strange. And I'm not the only person he did it to. And then I said to Tristan, anyone who names themselves Sneako, like, you're naming yourself Sneaky. Imagine I was saying, hey, my name's Rat. It's a fucking shit name, and it's weird. So I was like, you know, I'm not going to talk to him anymore. So I didn't talk to him for 4 long years. I'm going to avoid this guy because he's just weird. And then I get to Miami, I speak to Clav, and Clav is with Nick Fuentes, and he begs for Sneako to come. And I said, Sneako's weird. Begs and begs and begs. Here we are. Who's on the internet insulting me? Sneaky. Sneaky's now on the internet with an opinion. Luckily, he doesn't matter. Sneaky doesn't matter. When this controversy's over, he's going to go back to making videos no one watches and trying to find some other controversy. He's not in business. He's not making any money. He's not close to the Trump family. He's not moving politics. He's not, no Hollywood actor wants him. He isn't connected to the royal family in Dubai. He isn't doing anything. He's not in a position where if he says the wrong thing, the royal family in Dubai will say, sorry, you can't have your political protection and your golden visa. Sorry, we can't give you the Emirati passport anymore. Like, he's at such a low level. He doesn't even contemplate the world above him. He doesn't understand why some people can't do what he's doing because he doesn't matter. Right. So I don't think I sold him out. I was told he played the song because Justin and I were playing country music. And then Justin's phone got taken off him and the song was put on. Everyone said Sneako put it on. So when I went there, I said, well, I didn't put on the song. Sneako put it on. I mean, there's no point in trying to hide who put on the song. It's on fucking camera who put on the song. If it wasn't him who put on the song, then I was incorrectly informed. As if I give a fuck anyway. It doesn't matter who put on the song because it wasn't me. Right? Why did I not play the song? Truthfully, it didn't cross my mind. I guess I didn't sit there thinking, I need to entertain the public. Let me do something.
I don't know when that song would ever cross someone's mind. Like, oh, I need to play this track. This is the track right now. Yo, the mood in this room right now is this record. I need to play this. I need to bump this right now. No one's thinking that. No one's thinking that. The only time that Andrew was sort of affiliated with this song was when he had shot the video of it and he was sort of just joking about it, and he was out in Romania and he had gone in and out of his Bugatti well that song was playing, and it was just a slight moment where him and Ye had interacted about him using, you know what I mean, using this record and influence that record at that time. But I think that ideology, that joke is dead. Even Ye had said, I've already moved on from this moment. He used it as a moment of relevancy to sort of create that controversy as a master of controversy Ye is, but then that moment is already in the past. The same way he had used that record about talking about hooking up with his cousin or whatever. All these moments are in the past. No one is talking about those moments right now. So the fact that somebody would use that almost like it's essentially like almost like low-hanging fruit at this point. Like why would you do that? But then again, that's what he's saying. These people think about streaming in this sense of a way. Like to them, oh, the clickable moment is super important. Whereas these other people have true business deals that they're doing in life, you know?
Something outlandish. It just didn't cross my mind to do something like that. But one of the people played the song and it wasn't me. I believe, and I was told it was Sneako. I'm still pretty sure it is Sneako, unless you're about to say we've checked the footage and it's someone else. I still think it's Sneako. So I said, Sneako played the song, invite Sneako on here to defend himself. I don't think I'm selling him out. He's a full-grown man, he's a big guy. Big tough Sneako has so much to say about me, go defend yourself on the podcast. But he doesn't want to defend himself. He wants me to defend him for him, and me to risk everything for him, and me to deal with all the political problems from different administrations around the world, and for me to go to a court in England and be facing hate speech charges for 5 years in jail for him. And if I go jail, will he write to me? No. He'll go on stream and go, Andrew's in jail. Because he sits there in front of me like a little puppy dog, begging me for advice. And then the second he's on a stream, he tries to make fun of me. Because his name's Sneaky. So I didn't want to see him. Clav begged me. And you know what, Jack? It's the story of my life. I'm too nice. I was like, fucking, he's a fucking retard. Fine. Here we are. So
yeah, I think from my assessment, I've had all these guys on the podcast except for Sneako. And
he'll come here and say nice podcast. Then he'll do a stream saying it was a shit podcast. The guy's a weirdo. He'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
he's fucking weird, bro.
I will say I think Clav has enough respect for you that I do not think it would be him because I know Clav very personally. And then everyone else, it wouldn't make any sense. Nick as well. So it checks out. But did you have a conversation with Ye about what happened at the club in Miami?
I don't think he's happy about it, from what I've heard. I'm not going to say I spoke to him directly, even if I did speak.
See, that's what I was talking about. It's a moment that's in the past.
To him directly. I would not say that I spoke to him directly, read between the lines, but he wouldn't be happy about that. Isn't it interesting that people who are truly at the top of A-list fame, like Kanye, eventually realize that they're going to get in a new form. They're not going to be able to enjoy oxygen for much longer if they continue down the path they're on. Myself, Kanye, etc. And if you're truly smart, let's do a thought experiment. If I was a nobody account or a nobody on the internet or a retard called Sneaky, and it was my intention to convince everybody in the world that there was a particular group of people that had nearly unlimited power in Western society. Surely I'd be very thankful for the A-list celebrities, which are 10,000 times larger than me, who go to bat and point everyone in the right direction and then publicly say, I can't do this anymore for unknown reasons. Aren't we helping you? Aren't we showing that your theory is correct? Oh, no.
Icarus theory, dude. Flying too close to the sun. They can tell you, but at a certain point, they have to just everybody calm down with flying too close to the sun.
No. I guess what we should have done is not mention anything at all and be rich and famous, more rich and famous than we currently are, or just go to the end where we get shot in the head. People at home with a brain need to sit and go, you know what? If they start a conversation and then abruptly stop the conversation, they're actually helping our conversation. Kanye helped because now he's supposedly spoke to someone, because he didn't speak to me, saying, that doesn't help anything. I've done my bit and I don't want that song played anymore. He has his reasons. I have my reasons to not go up there and be extreme. Now, I'm not going to kiss the wall. If they say kiss the wall or we'll kill you, then they're going to kill me. Because I'm a man and I have limits, right? Everyone in life has limits. It's like...
Flip that moment and store it in a folder. Store that moment. He said he's not going to kiss the wall. And he's a man, he has his limits. That's what he said. You heard it here first.
I wouldn't let robbers, my girlfriend, kill me. There's limits. I'm not going to kiss the fucking wall. I'm not going to fucking go there. I'm not going to start praising their government. Fuck them and fuck their government. Fuck all that. But there does get to a point where the risk reward just ain't there, right? Saying I'm doing 99% right, but there's this last 1% of extremism that definitely gets me killed. 100% death. And then you hold your daughter, who's 5 years old or whatever, and you're like, is this to please who? Sneaky? Fuck him, right? So Kanye isn't happy about that song being played. Let's sit here as intelligent people and say, why would he not be happy about his song in a club? Maybe something happens behind the scenes, which means whoever's doing things behind the scenes has shadow power, perhaps. Anyone with a brain can see that. But of course, you know what most people will say? They'll say he sold out. They'll say he's a sellout.
If you've never played chess, it's hard to see if other people are playing it.
Absolutely. Most people, the reason, if there was a shadow cabal in charge of the world, the reason they get away with it is because people are fucking retards, bro. People are fucking retards. Anyone who thinks I sold out is a fucking retard. Retard. And the worst thing about it is it only encourages you to sell out. It encourages you to sell out. It encourages you to take the money, enjoy your life, and let everyone else suffer. Let them stay broke, unknown, insignificant. Let them be controlled by the Matrix. Let them have a shit life. Go on my yacht and have a great time. That's what it convinces you to do.
I don't want to beat a dead horse here, but to give people context as well on why you're kind of denying involvement with the whole playing of the song, what's your current legal case in 2026?
Yeah, so my current legal situation is precarious. In Romania, the case against me is technically open. It was actually thrown out in December of 2023. A judge ruled there was no evidence to take me to trial. So after all the imprisonment, all the house arrest, all the media slander, all the asset seizures, I couldn't see my mom when she had a heart attack. They tried to take my kids off me. After all of that, they said, oh, there's not enough evidence here for a trial. And they threw the case out. 2 months later, in February, I was given my passport. But I remain on bail, and the case remains open. Even though it was rejected, it was given back to the prosecutor. And they said, if you can find evidence or fix it, we'll take it to trial. So it sat on a prosecutor's desk for a year. God knows. But at any point, they can revoke my passport. So if I say something too extreme online, they can go in front of a judge and they can play it to the judge and say, look, he's an extremist. And they can revoke my passport. Not a lot of people understand that the European Union does not have free speech laws. Romania does not have free speech laws. All of the EU, they'll lock you up for a tweet. So if you sit on a video and say, we should gas all the Chinese, they can show a judge, take your passport instantly, and lock you in your house. And after 4 years in my house without...
That's crazy. A lot of people have to sort of look at the Americas and the power we have for free speech. And for them to actually even coming back, be able to play this song again and none of them getting in trouble or locked up. Praise be that, that people are allowed to have that freedom, but they're taking it for granted. That's what I'm saying is they don't understand the bigger picture. There's places where you can't speak about certain people. You can't speak about certain topics without you then ending up in jail. It's not as liberated as it is in the Americas. You're not as free to speak about people. If you speak about the sort of the powers that be, you can end up locked up. You can get your passport taken away. You can miss seeing your children. You can get put in such a blockade that the rest of your life is completely fucked. All right, guys. I like that video. I mean, I don't think we need to watch the whole